triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
In New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set, 20, 58, come on. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
First down, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Kamara running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Leo. Showing it. Hey, Alpha. Mike, 57. Here we go, D. Hey, lock it. Crunch.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he'll find Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Okay, ready? The mic. 57's the mic. Watch twist.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check, Smith. Check, Mike 50. Go. You must be dreaming. Rush in. Check 3. Check.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Off play action. Herbert is going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're running with Garland. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Broncos first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Is all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. Pistol. 52's the mic. Watch Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Look, squeeze. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He gets it to Thomas. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Break. Bam. I got him. 49, check 49. Now.
On 1st down, Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, high 7. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34.
57 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Watch the
Bravo.
Watch the slant. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Look at me. Door. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Hey, Sam on.
To throw again. Herbert, he'll let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill, kill, kill.
Off the play fake. Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
57.
Now.
57, come on.
Hard.
I'm coming. He's crashing.
Hit it.
From the gun, Herbert going for it all. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Go out.
Check 24. Watch 24. Say. Watch
Leo.
Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
A little
closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. McCrane's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Check 13. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Alex Anzalone, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It's third down and 15.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Key tight end, key tight end. Alert, alert. 3 down, 3.
Squeeze. Fan.
Shoot. Check your hot read.
From the gun, Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Go.
Jim. He's coming. Double up.
Smooth. 5.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Hey, Sam off.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. That's caught. It's Thomas. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's another 6. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment, The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Hey, I-7. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 52. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
To throw again. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's them with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ready? 70, Indy. Silver. Pick the edge. Come. Topper. 57.
A give to Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Switch it. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Herbert. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Thomas. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. He's tired of winning. He's tired of us.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Saints 24, Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. Mayfield now, perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's checking.
Now a handoff looking right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, McCrane set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful. Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
180! Go. Single. 87's mark. Don't worry about that. Wild.
1st down, Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
90 Wolf. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run again with Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. Five.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Ready? 60 yards. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's hit it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken very short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more caught? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mayfield lost the football. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last shot from Mayfield here. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.